Hi, welcome to my channel, Knife Skills. My name is Dr. Rich Hilton, and today we're going to dive in on the topic of why it might not be such a good idea to tattoo medical information on your body. This video is inspired by that episode on Chicago Med where a father comes in and has tattooed on his chest, "Do not resuscitate."
Heart rate 120. Should we start kneel back?
Yes, titrate to a pressure 110. Need a chest x-ray and an ultrasound.
Yep. Oh my gosh. Dr. Alston?
Hold on.
Hold on, let's stop the resuscitation. It says DNR. And so today we're gonna break down the risks about why this might not be such a good idea after all. Some people might get tattoos for medical reasons, thinking that it'll make things easier during a medical emergency. And some examples of this include the DNR tattoo, do not resuscitate. This tattoo is meant to tell medical staff not to perform CPR or other life-saving interventions. Another example that I see often are blood types, where some people will tattoo O positive or O negative, hoping that it might speed up transfusion or reduce their risks if they ever need a blood transfusion. Another example might be type 1 diabetes, because people are concerned that if they're found unconscious, that people won't know that there's an easy fix for this problem. And finally, sometimes people use allergy warnings, like allergic to penicillin or latex, hoping that that'll inform medical providers to avoid those medications. While these tattoos might seem useful, they can actually create more problems than solution. So let's dive into the 4 big reasons why you should think twice before getting a medical tattoo. Reason number 1, medical protocols aren't designed for tattoos. So here's the first issue. Medical professionals follow strict protocols and routines when providing medical care. And those routines don't involve checking for tattoos. In life-threatening emergency situations, every second counts. Paramedics will focus on things like airway management, stopping the bleeding, or stabilizing the heart, but not reading body art. Even if a tattoo is noticed, there is no way to know whether it reflects your current wishes or just a tattoo that you thought was interesting years ago. For example, in that Chicago Med episode, the medical team saw the patient's tattoo, "Do not resuscitate," and they hesitated. Was it meant to be taken literally? Could it have been a joke, a misunderstanding, or outdated? In real life, the uncertainty would mean they would have to act, and act fast, following their protocols and ignoring that tattoo. Reason number 2, your medical needs can change over time. Another big problem is that medical conditions and treatment preferences may change. Let's say you got a tattoo of your blood type, but what if it turns out that you were misdiagnosed or a lab error gave you the wrong information? Similarly, your preferences and opinions about life-saving interventions might change over time. Going back to that DNR tattoo example, what if you tattooed "Do not resuscitate" when you were younger, but now you have a different outlook on life? Or consider someone who gets a type 1 diabetes tattoo, but later receives an insulin pump that can dramatically change how emergencies are managed. Tattoos are permanent and can't reflect these kinds of changes, meaning they quickly become outdated and are potentially misleading. Reason number 3, tattoos aren't legally binding and are medically ambiguous. Even if your tattoo says "Do not resuscitate" or lists an allergy, healthcare providers are obliged to follow formal medical documentations, not body art. Emergency workers and hospital staff need to rely on official DNR orders, allergy notes, or medical ID bracelets, because those are recognized by their profession. Imagine a scenario where you were unconscious and a paramedic sees your tattooed blood type. Even if they notice it, they won't act without confirming your blood type through a proper test. Or they might risk administering the wrong type of blood, which is too dangerous. Tattoos do not replace the need for verified medical information. Similarly, tattoos listing allergies might not be trusted unless verified. If a tattoo says penicillin allergy, the medical team will want additional information as to the kind of reaction you had with penicillin, because that'll have a bigger impact on the medications you get than simply stating that you had a reported allergy. Reason number 4 is that tattoos can be misinterpreted. So another risk is that tattoos can be unclear and misunderstood. Ambiguity in medical tattoos can have a dangerous consequence. For example, a tattoo reading "no CPR" might not specify whether the patient only refuses chest compressions or also objects to ventilation or defibrillation. And in a chaotic emergency situation, medical staff won't have time to clarify or guess. Again, they'll have to follow those protocols and make a quick decision. There have actually been real-world examples where tattoos were taken out of context. One Florida man had a DNR tattooed on his chest, causing confusion among emergency staff. They even had to consult an ethics team before making a decision about his care. Misinterpretations like this slow down critical interventions and add unnecessary stress to an already high-pressure situation. If tattoos aren't the best way to communicate your medical needs, what are some better alternatives? You could wear a medical ID bracelet. They're easy to notice, oftentimes they're legally recognized and contain clear information. You can carry a medical card in your wallet. Emergency responders are trained to look for those cards within your medical history and look for allergies and other directives. Lastly, share your preferences with your family members and healthcare providers that are involved in your care. It's essential that your loved ones know your wishes in advance. Keeping legal documents up to date, having a DNR order, or specific medical requests filled out ahead of time can really help your family and medical providers follow your wishes. At the end of the day, tattoos are a way to express yourself, but when it comes to medical information, they aren't the safest or most reliable option. Whether it's the risk of outdated information, confusion in emergencies, or legal ambiguity, the potential downsides are serious. The good news, there are better ways to communicate your medical needs, ways that are more effective and are recognized by the medical profession. If you're interested in more content like this where I react and break down medical scenes on television, click on this link below where I react to Scrubs, one of the best medical comedies / dramas that have ever been produced. Once again, thank you for watching. My name is Dr. Rich Hilsden. Until next time, have a great day.